Hello, everyone. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime with an update. I mean, not really an update. I'm sure many of you have already seen these videos. I was fortunate enough to get a copy of the video that Shamsuddin Jabbar had recorded when he was doing his real estate business. And just to see that and then see what he ended up doing is very eye-opening. Very, very eye-opening. So I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. And you all tell me what you think.
Good evening. I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator. So not only do I brilliantly market your property to make sure it gets sold as quickly as possible or gets leased as quickly as possible, but I'm also going to take every ounce of energy and putting it into negotiating for you and for your property to get the best deal that you can possibly get for it. So once we get to the closing table, all the I's are going to be dotted, all the T's are going to be crossed, everything's going to go off without a hitch, and that is my word that I'm giving to you as your real estate agent. So if that's the type of agent you're looking for, reach out to me. You see my phone number on the page. If not, it's 832-774-9718. Give me a call. And even if you don't want to have me as your agent, call me with any questions you may have. So even if you're a first-time home buyer or you're an experienced real estate investor and you're just looking for somebody to help you with doing some analysis on some properties that you're looking at, either way, give me a call. I'm glad to help anytime. And I'm looking forward to talking to you.
Okay. So that's Shamsuddin Jabbar. Hard to believe that that is the man that just mowed down and murdered 14 people on Bourbon Street and injured 35 others. Hello, Gary. It's insane to see that. That does not show, would give you any indication. Hi, Christina. That does not give you any indication that this is a person capable of doing that. You know, more things have come out. They found, and I couldn't get my hands on this, but he was recording Facebook videos from Houston all the way to New Orleans, recording himself saying, you know, telling them what his plan was, that he wanted to kill his family, his children, his ex-wives. Oh, you're my biggest fan, thank you. His ex-wives, his children, his relatives. But he said, I was going to do that, but I don't think that would be enough of a media splash. Really? That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff right there. I mean, you talk about, you know, he's former military. He had been in Afghanistan, so who knows what he saw there that may have altered his perception. He grew up Muslim, but he had left the faith for a bit, joined the military, and then came back to the faith. Maybe he became more radicalized when he came back. Hi, Emma Marie. Shout out to you. I don't know. You know, these are questions we all have. The news media has gone to his house that he has in Beaumont, and you see where the FBI has gone through and they've kicked down the door and the door is in pieces. And hi, Bri. We are talking about Shamsuddin Jabbar, the person who mowed down all those people in Bourbon Street on New Year's Day. That's what we're talking, or New Year's Eve. That is what we're talking about. I just showed a video. I can play it again so you can see it. But because he was in real estate at one point, and he did a little promo video. And bear with me a second.
Property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills.
All right. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing all over again, but that gives you an idea of who he was prior to New Year's Eve. Now that video was from, I want to say, like 2020 or 2021, from what I understand. So this is about 4 or 5 years ago. So the question is, what happened? You know, they did say he was going through a lot of debt. He was going through a massive divorce. His wife had left him. Is that enough to make somebody radical enough to go drive to another city and kill as many people as he could find? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, that's my question. Because you're hearing more and more of these stories about former soldiers losing their families and then reacting like this, like the gentleman who blew up that Tesla truck in front of Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. It's now coming out that he was having some issues with his wife. You know, some infidelity had happened, on whose end I have no idea. But looks like they were looking to get divorced. Who knows? But this is a man, just to give you an idea, this is the guy, this is what he presented himself. This is how he presented himself. And then all of a sudden he's radicalized and gone and done this. You know, he had an ISIS flag. He had said in his Facebook videos he wanted to kill his family and his children and his ex-wives and his siblings and all that, and that he had joined ISIS and all this stuff. And it's like, what happened, my dude? You know, like, how did you go from being Mr. Real Estate guy to Mr. ISIS guy? What happened? Can anybody answer that question for me? What do you guys think happened? Do you think the trauma of going through a second divorce did this to him? Or do you think he was just nuts to begin with? Then he just got triggered? Because that's what I would like to know. Why did this happen? Why did all those people have to die? Because you were having a bad relationship issue. That's what I'd like to know. I mean, they did say the mosque he was involved with has been known to radicalize some people. I don't know. You know, I don't want to come down on anybody who's Muslim. But probably drugs. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. You know, nothing has come out about his autopsy yet. So I'm sure they're going to do a toxicology report on him. But more information is coming out day by day. It really is, like hour by hour. I would have been on here yesterday, but I had to work yesterday, and that was a lot. And I'm so sorry, Bearcat. I can't read the language you're typing in. I'm so sorry. So I'm not sure what your comments are. So, as I was saying before, my name is Rebecca. I'm with Red True Crime. This is my channel. Está Eguidado. Okay, I don't speak Spanish either. But this is my channel. I cover true crime all over the world now, as it stands. Old cases, missing people, historical cases, groundbreaking cases, and now live reactions to recent travesties. So, you know, where's everybody's opinions on this? I mean, Mike said drugs. Does anybody think he was just nuts before? I mean, the people he went to high school with have been completely floored, saying he was a quiet guy, he didn't say a whole lot, but this is not what they expected out of him. So that's a lot. That's a lot to go from having, you know, money and property to living in a trailer. Yes, English, please. To living in a trailer and then renting a F-150 EV, which is a much heavier vehicle, which explains why some of these people were literally flattened in the street. What I do? I do this. I'm also a historical document preservationist. That's what I do during the day. Until this channel takes off and I become a multimillionaire. There are hopes. But anyway, what are the thoughts here, everybody? You know, do you think he was radicalized? Wait, no, good. Okay. Or do you think he was crazy? Or do you think he had another ulterior motive altogether? You know, I like to say, as you watch this, if you enjoy what I'm talking about or if you enjoy any of the content I put out there, please subscribe. Subscribe, share, comment, all of that stuff, because it's what helps push the channel out there, put the information out there. Because one of the biggest topics I do cover on this channel are missing people. And we've got so many here lately, so many. It's been a lot. So, and I'll probably be back on here to talk about more of that here a little bit later. But right now, as it stands, we're talking about Shamshud. I always get his name wrong. But Shamshud bin Jabbar. That is his name. That is the man who killed 14 people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, January 1st, right after the new year got rung in, and injured 35 more. More information is coming out about the victims that were killed. Heartbreaking, every single one of them. One person was a recent graduate of high school, and now she's dead. It's very, very heartbreaking. Very, very heartbreaking. And I wish it didn't happen. None of it makes any sense. It's like, if you want to cause a death, self-delete yourself. Don't take out 14 people with you. That doesn't make any sense, But you're hearing more and more of this anti-family, anti-wife rhetoric from people. You've got people like Kevin Samuels, Dennis Sperling, and now even Anton Daniels talking about how women aren't nothing, and especially for black men, they need to do, find better women, they need to go overseas and all that. But I don't think that's the answer to that either. So, like I said, I think the world is kind of jacked up, no matter where you are in the world. Values are not the same as they were when I was coming up. And now we've got people killing other people because they have really bad marriages, and they're doing it in the name of a God that tells people to kill. That's kind of where we're at with this. But that is a video of a man who appeared just like everyone else, normal, and he was creating his own revenue stream, trying to do his own business, and now he's radicalized and has killed 14 people, 15 making himself a victim of the police. And I shouldn't call him a victim, because he's really not a victim. He put himself out there to do that. So that's my thoughts. But like I said, comment, share, subscribe, let people know what I talk about, because there's value in what we do here in the true crime world. There's value. I never in a million years would have expected somebody to go through those barricades. But then again, from what I understand, there were no barricades. Where he entered in, there was those big metal barricades were not there. Had they been there, he never would have made it down there. But I know the city of New Orleans is now wishing they had those barricades up. So, there you go. But I'm going to let, get off here. Be weird, be rude, be safe. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Rebecca. I'm with Red True Crime Media. That's my media company. And subscribe, people, please. It makes me, keep doing this. Have a great day. Thank you for signing on, and share. Bye.